Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're still dancing through the raindrops here at Fred Beans Volkswagen in Devon, Pennsylvania, but we're bringing you a value option sedan here today. This is a 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. This is the Sport trim, so it's one up from the base trim. The color here, deep black pearl, black cloth interior. So we're going to go through this front wheel drive Jetta, and you can let me know if you're in the market for a sedan and you want it to drive well, you want it to handle well, you want some amenities on the interior. Is this less than $26,000 Jetta Sport the way you would go? So let's dig in. Front end of this Jetta Sport in the deep black pearl paint, and we zoom on into our front grille, and lo and behold, one up from base gets you a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals, the big VW badge in the front, and then we're going to swing around. We're going to have functional side air curtains, some flat black on the lower part of the grille, low slung hood. Looks really good, this Jetta Sport. As we come around to the wheel and tire setup on this vehicle, we have a 17-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Volkswagen badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Nexen all-season tires, 205 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 17s. All four corners, front wheel drive. Moving on out, there is that deep black pearl. The only silver is going to be the wheels. Let me know what you think about that action. We move in closer. We're going to have a gloss black side view mirror cap, no LED turn signals, color matched front and rear door handle, fuel filler cap on the right side. Up top, we're going to have a color matched roof, shark fin antenna, no sunroof. We have a nice deck lid kick up in the back, with a full spread of LED lighting around the back side as well. Again, more value here in the one up from base trim. VW badge in the middle, Jetta right underneath that, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear bumper. We're under the hood of this 25 Jetta Sport, and we have Volkswagen's 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 29 in the city, 40 on the highway, and 33 combined. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? You said it's under 26 grand. Well, how much? Here we go. Base price for the 25 Jetta Sport is $23,775. This vehicle's got a few options on it, including the all-season mats. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,225 from Volkswagen's Puebla, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $25,621. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move on in. We're going to go with some soft touch across the top, and then some brushed aluminum into your chrome door handle. We do have a soft armrest with the stitching, flat black on the switchgear with heated side view mirrors. And then we do have a nice large door pocket. This is where you're going to pop the trunk. Now we move into the foot box, and look at this, one up from base. We got aluminum finish on the dead pedal brake and accelerator. We do have the all-season Jetta floor mats in the vehicle at this time. And then seating-wise, we're going to have manual assist for the driver and the front passenger. And then the black cloth with the white stitching, some white piping, and then like a graphite gray or lighter gray insert. So we got some two-tone action. The bolstering feels pretty firm. The headrest feels soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Moving on over to our dash, soft touch, some gloss black with some chrome into your heat and air vent. And then we're going to have more black plastic, and then down further, we have a nice large glove box. Now, as we swing over, we have the base 8-inch infotainment system, but it's still wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and it will work either wired or wireless, depending on your preference. Now, this is the radio, and as you can see from our sources here, we have AM, FM, Bluetooth audio. We do not have Sirius XM in this base system. So, we can go to our home, and that's where we can Bluetooth our phone. We can set our favorites. We can go and check out our music. Then we can swipe it. There we go. And then you can add extra things into these widgets that you may want to see. when you're going down the road. So nicely done. We can go back to home. We're back to the beginning. We have our volume knob right there. Now, you may want to see some settings. So we can go to car, and then it's going to give us our settings. Right now we haven't gone anywhere and the car's idling, so we have it at 0 miles an hour. But we can go to vehicle settings, and that's where you can set up your lighting in here. If you want to, how you want the lights to behave inside the car, we can go back one page, set up your mirrors and wipers, your instrument cluster. What do you want to have shown on your instrument cluster? We can go back this way, units, service intervals, that kind of thing. Here in this car setting, you go to your selection, you can get your driving data, or you can get your vehicle status, depending on what you want to see. And then we can go to menu. This is where we're going to have all of our other settings, including, as we swing across, setting the vehicle up with your smartphone, going to your general settings, where you can set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, your clock, language, all that kind of stuff will be in this main menu area here. But again, it is very, very easy to use, responds well. Now, when we go to reverse, we do have a nice large backup camera, but no trajectory. So a little bit older camera in this Jetta GLI, in this Jetta Sport, not the GLI, but it's the same camera that's in the Jetta GLI. So I'd like to see Volkswagen upgrade this to a better camera like they have in the Taos that we just saw a couple of days ago. So we'll get rid of that. We'll go back to park, and we can go back to the beginning. Now, down further, we do have 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. We have dual zone climate control with 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. That's a nice touch in a one-up from base vehicle. And then down further, you have a nice rubberized area to store your phone, and then a couple of USB-Cs. So that's a good deal. And then we do have a key that goes into the ignition barrel to start the car, so we don't have push-button start. But as you can see, we do have lock, unlock, pop the trunk, and our panic button on that key. Here is the gear shift. I'm going to take you through this 8-speed automatic transmission. We have an electric brake, engine auto stop start on or off. We have eco mode right there, or normal driving mode. That's pretty much the drive modes you're going to get in this one up from base trim. A 12 volt, and then some dead switches for the higher level trims. 2 cup holders, a place to slide your phone. And then we do have a fairly soft armrest. We open that up, and a nicer area underneath for storage. The Jetta Sport steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with some black cross stitch, the Volkswagen badge on the horn button, flat bottom wheel to help you get in and out of this Jetta Sport. But it is a nice, big, open and airy passenger cabin in here. And at 5'11", I have no problem getting in and out. We got some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up, flat black on the switchgear. We're right here, we're going to have our adaptive cruise as well as our volume. And then on the right side, you're going to have seek for your music, voice commands, as well as controls for the digital dash. On the left, you're going to have your turn signals and high beams. On the right, windshield wipers. Down here on the left, you're going to have your headlight controls right there. And we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our fully digital dash, which is nice to see in a one-up from base vehicle. And it's got the same dash that Taos we saw a couple days ago had. So we can go to the right, and we can select what we want to see up on the right side. Let's say we want to have our audio up here. Then we can go over to the left and decide what we want to have on the left side, and then select that. And then we can go through different views of our screen. There you go. And when you want to go to eco mode, you hit the eco button on the center stack, and that's going to say eco driving mode. Or if you want to get out of that, you can go to normal driving mode. Another large overhead console, SOS button in case of emergency on the road. Talk to Volkswagen if you have an issue. Now, as we come down, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button here pressed in and left in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. No roof to show you, framed rear view mirror, but it does have auto dim. And then our sun visor with vanity, but no light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the back of this Jetta Sport, but first the rear door panel, where we're going to have all hard black plastic all the way down with some soft touch on the armrest. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, So I'll hop on in, but just like the GLI, we're going to step in with our right foot, we're going to duck and twist, and then bring our left foot in because it is a compact sedan with a sloping roof line. But once I'm in, enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". I have the cloth all the way down, no seat pocket behind the driver. I do have one behind the front passenger. I don't have rear heat and air vents in the rear console or USB connectivity. And this one up from base trim, not surprised by that. The same cloth with the black and lighter gray insert with the piping and the stitching, pretty soft for base seats. And then I do have a center armrest, which I like, in a one up from base trim that's pretty soft with 2 1/3 cup holders. But overall, it is pretty comfortable in the back of this Jetta Sport. Getting into the trunk of this Jetta Sport, well, it is a manual trunk, but you can pop it from your key fob or from the driver door panel, or you come to the back and right underneath the Jetta name, there's a button, you push it and lift up. Pops right up. Nice wide opening as well, which I like. 14.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Jetta. Good number for a compact sedan. We do have the roadside assistance kit. This does have the additional Volkswagen cargo protection system in here. And then underneath this, we do have tools jack and a spare. So thank you, VW, for the spare. And if you don't have anybody in the back seats and you need extra room, you can drop the rear seats by pulling these levers and then going around to each door and letting the seats down in a 60-40 split. There we go. And now, a little bit of a kick up, but you do have a wide opening for longer items. So it's a nice use of cargo room here in the back of this Jetta. Window sticker, here we go. 25 Jetta Sport. Standard features on the left and our pricing on the right. Total vehicle MSRP $25,621. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings made by VW in Mexico. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on the road here in this 25 Jetta Sport in the black on black. But you know what? It is pretty comfortable with base seats. But right off the bat, we got great visibility out of all the glass. Nice visibility out of the rear view mirror. Good size side view mirrors. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision. All that action in here for safety. LED exterior lighting up front and out back for safety as well. And just like the GLI, it's got a really well-tuned chassis. The suspension is well damped. It drives pretty darn well. Not as tightened up and tied in as the GLI is. And of course, it's got the smaller engine, but it really rides well. I mean, Volkswagen does a great job with their suspension damping and ride refinement in all the cars I've been in so far. And this $25,600 Jetta drives just as well as a $35,000 car that I've been in recently. It really does drive well and handle well and feel responsive and make you feel confident on the road. So Volkswagen's driving dynamics and suspension ride and ride refinement always really impress me every time I get in one of their cars. We have more inexpensive materials in the Sport than we see in the Jetta GLI, but the fit and finish is still nice. It's still put together well. It still feels good. The seats are still comfortable, and it drives amazingly well. And you know what? The other compact sedans are fine. You know, they're fine. But I just got to be honest, this is the best one on the market if you want that ride refinement, handling quality, and fit and finish on the interior. And maybe leg trim to leg trim You may spend a little bit more money on the Jetta, but it's just better. So, you let me know what you think. If you're in the market for a compact sedan, you want to get some good MPGs, and you're looking at the K4, you're looking at the Elantra, you're looking at the Sentra, the Corolla, amongst others in the group, right? Mazda 3. Would you pick this Jetta GLI? Right now, with my ranking, the top two, as far as ride quality and handling, is the Jetta GLI #1, Mazda 3 #2. Everybody else follows. But you let me know what you would do, where you would go, where you would spend your hard-earned money. But if you're in this segment, check the Jetta Sport out, or any Jetta out. Pick your price point and check one out. I think you'll be impressed just like I was. But you let me know what you're going to do in the comments. But I do want to thank Fred Beans Volkswagen here in Devon, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Volkswagen Jetta Sport for review today. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.